My today's topic is building maps to visualize geographical data. How to build a map using geographical data or building maps to visualize geographical data. So Power BI possesses powerful map capabilities on and the, you can create an interactive report by using map. So and you can there even zoom in, zoom out to view the information, and it is very generic kind of representation maybe for any kind of business data. So let's go ahead and see how Power BI map visualization can be used. So we get started with a brand new page, Power BI desktop report. So this is a brand new page and there are few data which is already present here, like USS Superstore and VG sales, which we already used here. So what we'll do first, we are going to change the name of this. I am going to change the name of this. I am putting the name map. So let's switch to Excel file and we will explore some of the data which we are going to use for this demo. So here we have rows corresponding to different countries and columns representing the information about those countries. So in column B, we have the population in 2020. First, I'm going to extend this because this is not readable. So this is the population in 2020. In column C, towards the in column C, what we are have what we are going to have is yearly change in the population, and towards the right we have some demographic indicators such as fertility rate, median age, and percentage of the urban population there. So the link for this data will be in the description box, so you have to download this data from description box. And one more thing I really want to mention here that in few videos I forgot to mention that data is there in description, that the link for data in their description box. But if I am mentioning it or not for any video, it will be data will be in the description box link of that video. So you have to download the data from there and you have to work on it for any video you are going to view on my channel. If I am mentioning it or not, you have to take this into your consideration from where you have to download. Okay. So now coming back to the data, and finally in column K there is a world share of population. Rows are sorted in terms of population share, and that's why first two rows corresponds to China and India, because these are the two most populous countries in the world. If we scroll down in column H, I and J, you will see there are few rows which have somewhere data NA. Like here and in J, there is somewhere in data above side NA. Then you can see here are few rows where data is NA. So these columns have missing data coded in the form of string in the form of NA. These strings are going to cause errors when we are going to import data in Power Query, and that's why we have to clean them up. So before we will use them in Power BI report, once we are oriented with our data, we switch back to the Power BI. And one again, we will have the home menu there. So what we'll do, we will switch back to the Power BI and we then navigate to the population file, which is named by population underscore by underscore country underscore 2020. So what we'll do, we will go to get data, we will go to the text CSV and we will go to the and we hit open button. So then in turn brings up the preview pane. Now we can either load the data directly by clicking on the loads, or we can apply some more transformation step using the Power Query editor. This time we are going to hit transform data and we are going to use Power Query because this data is little involved and we have to clean some of the data before we use it in Power BI. So if we hit transform data, Power Query editor opened up along with population by country 2020. We are familiar with the UI. We have rows and the columns and we have applied steps visible which are source, promoted here and change type there. So if we scroll now, if we use scroll bar and move towards the right, we can see there at the right true column here there are some error at fertility rate and at median is here. So what you will do here, wait a second, first I'm going to switching this device. So now it's fine, and what we'll do, we will see in the right of the column here two column fertility rate and median age which are having errors. How do we know these are having errors? We have errors that we have to clean up. How do we know that we have errors? Well, because of little red highlighting under the column names here at the fertility rate and median age, we have the little red highlighter. So these errors have to do with any symbol which we have saw in Excel data. And the easiest way to remove them is to right click on the column header and go to the remove errors. Click on these three dots here, three horizontal dots at there and we have to click on them, and that's there is a remove error will there is a remove error with along with it will open a little pop-up where different kind of options are there, but we have to go with remove errors. There are some other alternative like copy, keep duplicate, remove duplicate, keep errors, remove empty, replace error. So for now, let's go ahead and choose the remove error option. And we do this in this particular column. When we do this particular column, this has unexpected benefit of eliminating the errors with the other column representing the errors. See, I had done this on fertility rate and this is error is already removed by another one column. So how we can tell? It's because the red underline disappeared from median age column, even though we didn't remove errors from that column explicitly. It was the same rows from both columns which was missing. At this, we have cleaned up our data and we can go ahead and use it in Power BI. Let's check on close and apply. So we will click here, close and apply button in the top left of the toolbar, and that closes the Power Query editor and loads the data. And now we can see that population by country is here, is visible in the field explorer over on the right. So it's a good practice to preview the data using the data view. So we can see the changes we have done so far is good enough. So it is already select VG sales. We will go to the, click on this one, and this will open the data we have to work with. Now we have changed in fertility rate and median age. We will see here there is no any column with any, so there is no error. So we can see that data is loaded successfully. Now let's return to the report. Which one is the report view? This one. By clicking on the left sidebar, this takes us back to the blank report, and we add in a map visualization and first icon from the left in the fourth row. So if we click on here, we can see, you can see the icon is globe. The tooltip is tell us that this is a map control. When we add this in to our report, we can see that card in the visualization tab is there. So we can, what we will do first, I'm going to extend this and tab in our visualization. We can see location, we can see legend, we can see latitude, longitude, and even some more are there. I think sizes, longitude, bubble sizes there, yes, and some more also. So this bubble size field will determine the size of the field inside each area of map. Let's start dragging and dropping field from the field menu. For this, what we have to do, first we have to extend this menu. Here you will see different columns represent different information about the data. So what we will do first, we will go and we will drag and drop location for here, country for dependency in location tab. So as soon as we do this, we find various bubbles displayed on the map. In case you are wondering why so many bubbles are reside in the ocean, specifically in the here in the Pacific Ocean, do keep in mind that there are large number of relatively small island countries are there to increase the importance of large countries. So we have to specify which one lesson, latitude, longitude you really want. So what we will do, we will go to the, if we want to increase or decrease the size of a bubble, what we will do, we can go here and there in map setting or in bubble, there is size which we can increase or decrease. So if I want to do some changes, it will be there. You can easily even notice there. According to your requirement, you have to change this. So let's switch to the format page and let's increase the size. So if I do here -4, it's increasing the size. Now if we are hover over here on the same dots, we can see indeed confirm that dots match the countries they represent. For instance, there is a country, India is represented. It is so it's informing our right information that here Mongolia, here this is Russia. So we can see This is the correct location on the map. Now to use actually this map to represent some meaningful data, we are going to drag and drop the population field from the we are going to drag and drop this population field from the population explored into here. Or this is showing colorful information. What if we remove from here and we put it into the so we can see bubble size is giving the information about so we can see that the previous one was showing a good information. What we will do, we will remove it from here and we will add this to the population field to the so what we'll do is simply drag and drop it this population here in lesson. So as soon as we do this, bubbles now make some sense. There are bubbles which correspond to the population which has more population, you can see here, which has less population, we can see here. So this color variant representing different kind of population. So what we can do some more changes here for more readability of the data. What we can do, we can go here and we can change the color if we really want. First, yes, if we go here and we will change it to reset to default. So in this demo, these colors representing different kind of information about population. We can go and read about here and we can see by hovering over each of the bubble representing the population. Like here, for Russia, we can see population is this. For India, population is this 1 billion. For India, population is 1,380,000,000. In similar fashion, we can hover over the bubble for China, for Russia, whose population we can see sometimes more than India and very less than India. So in this demo coming ahead, we will continue our exploration the map control in Power BI. In this demo, we are ending here. I'm ending here and I will start from here in my next demo. Thank you. Thank you so much.